So today we are going to be working on 2-part epoxy resin tours, and I'm going to try to give you like a breakdown run. The epoxy that I work with is called Pro Marine Supplies tabletop epoxy. There's different types of epoxy, and then this is the hardener. So basically 2 parts means it's 2 parts. You have the compound or the softener, the sulfur part, the sticky part. This is part A, and then part B is the hardener. Now you want to make sure that you have equal parts of both of these, because if you have too much, the sealer, like it will be sticky to the touch, and you will have to redo whatever it is that you were trying to do. Now a few things you need is your epoxy, some sort of tray, and if you're going to be making like coasters or whatever you want to make, the best type of material to use is silicone. So this is a silicone base. So basically when you pour it in here, you can just peel it right out and it just comes out like easily. And there's different kinds that you can get. Okay, so we have the circular kind as well. There's also different shapes that you can use, but we're not going to do that today. We're going to be making the square coasters. I just want to show you how to do it so you can get a feel for it, because a lot of people are like confused about it. They get super anxious about it because it seems like it's really difficult, and it's not really that difficult at all. And I know I say that about a lot of stuff because I'm a hands-on learner. If I see something, I try it, and then boom, I got it. But it does take practice. I am right now warming up some hot water. You want to sit your disc in hot water because it makes it a little bit more liquidy. Also, it keeps it consistent when you're mixing it, so you don't get as many air bubbles. If you do get air bubbles, I have a heat gun. These are my cups. This is the cups I'm going to be using for measurement purposes. Then I like using these aluminum pans to set the resin in so it can stay warm. We also have this here. These are the mica powders. One of the main important things that you want to make sure that you have are gloves. You do not want to get this stuff in your hands. Label your cup, because you don't want to accidentally put the wrong thing in the wrong cup and mix it wrong. Alright? We're just going to go all the way to the top of the cup. See how liquidy it is now? That is because I set it inside of the water. Always make sure you have something to wipe your hands off with. Alright, so now I'm going to simply just pour them together into one big container. And again, I like to have it in warm water. Yo, this stuff is expensive, so I try to make sure I get every little bit that I see can be used. All right, now I'm going to pour part B in there. All right, so now you want to mix this. Right now it's just like a little yellowy color, so you want to mix it really good. And you can also kind of feel it heat up just slightly in your hand. Don't worry about the bubbles. You could get a smell of this, so because it's supposed to be a little dangerous for your lungs, whatever. I'm outside in the garage, so it's good ventilation, so I'm not really concerned about it. But you guys can see the consistency of that now. All right, so that's good and mixed. So I'm going to put it back in my water. You want to pour however much of this you want inside of your cup. Just eyeball it yourself to get an idea. It's in there, and you want to mix it. Okay, let's mix it. You want to make sure you get all of that mica powder. You see how pretty that's turning out, you guys? Look at that. Just a little bit. Y'all saw how much I put in it, right? I put like just a tad bit, just a little bit. You want to put that in the water. wipe your stick off. You can use the same stick if you want to. I'm just gonna wipe it off and use the same stick. So I'm just gonna pour some in here. We're gonna do a first pour. All right, and you don't have to just do one color. You can like mix the colors together. So let's do that. Let's mix some colors together. Now you do want to make sure this is done on a flat surface or the coasters will not be even because the epoxy will tend to favor a side. So I did actually get water one of these. So when that happens, you just kind of just mix that water bubble up in there with it. Another way to make this super fancy, so you can blow it, and if you blow it, it moves the colors around, and it also helps get rid of any air bubbles that may be in there. Some people like the air bubbles, some don't. You know, so I have a lot of air bubbles in this one, but it helps move the color around. All right, so those are 4 coasters. You will want to clean up once you're done. I am going to let this dry. Okay, so you're going to want to let this sit for at least 24 hours before you do anything to it or touch it. If you use the right amount of A and B, it should be hard. If you want to back, you can put some clear feet on them. If you put clear feet on them, you'll be able to keep the clearness and the clarity of it in case you don't want it to scratch up your table or whatever, not so forth. I always put like clear feet on them, and you can get those from like Walmart, Lowe's, or whatever you want to get them from. It's best that it sits in like a humid area. If it's too cold, it'll take longer for it to harden. Also, it will make it a little bit cause it to be a little sticky, so it's best if you allow it to dry in like a humid-ish type atmosphere. Happy epoxy resining. Share this video, share all the other videos, share the links, share the pages, get involved with the community. We're trying to reach out, make sure that everybody's okay, and stay safe, stay sane. Thank you so much. Have a blessed art team. Ing.